what's up, guys? We are Chopped Anime, three of the almighty Chopped Anime, and we're doing a final review of the finale of God of High School. And we're just gonna do a little discussion here of our initial thoughts, our first reactions, and how we felt about the episode. I'll open up with this. I hate this show. I absolutely hate this show. It had a lot of promise for nothing. There's two different shows. You're watching it, and this episode 13 is just a mess. It's honestly just it was a mess. I was like, this is just all over the place. How'd you feel, man?
So a lot of stuff. Well, I don't know if it was a lot, but some big questions were kind of answered, but also some big questions were also brought up as well. Like we know some more about Jin Mori. We know some more about the key and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's true.
we kind of know some stuff about. I guess the stuff you were saying about the borrowed powers from like the different realms and stuff like that. Now that makes sense.
Hmm.
Especially since Park Mujin mentioned that, unlike all of us, his power is not borrowed.
Right. So he's
Uh,
technically a god. That's
that's what I
technically
got from it. They said he was the Monkey King.
right. Right.
So the Monkey King is basically a god. I don't know. So that whole Monkey King like mythology or whatever that shows up in a lot of Chinese, Japanese, like a bunch of anime and stuff like that. So now
Hmm.
it's showing up in this Korean one too. But basically, the Monkey King is this overpowered entity essentially. In the mythologies, he's somebody that he's just like, he can balance mountains on his shoulders. He's got like super strength. The Monkey King also even goes into like Hinduism as well. They say that it roots back to like the Hindu scriptures and stuff. So um
Okay.
so this stuff is I guess it's pretty interesting. Guess we got another god here. Um
Yeah, I looked up the name of the god. His like actual name was like Satan Taisi or whatever.
yeah,
And when I googled it, it was like actually like a Chinese thing. So yeah, you were right. It's like some type of Chinese
yeah.
thing.
Because it seemed like the one dude from the Knox, you know, he seemed to have godlike powers.
I think he was just borrowing it though. Like he was doing all that summoning stuff. That's why he was
Yeah.
like the god came out of like the sky to like throw the sword or whatever.
Right. So with the Cheerios, you can see a clear distinction when like the stuff is coming from somewhere and all that stuff. Jin Mori turned literally into somebody. Like he turned fully into the person, had a different name and everything, and was controlling all types of stuff. And oh, the one thing I did like that you said that the key that they explained, the key gives you the power to break that rule that humans can now kill gods.
Yeah,
So I guess that is an important distinction. But that's a good thing that if they say that to Amoya's point, where are the gods at then? Like if they are they gonna pull them from another place and then attack the god and not the person using the god?
yeah.
Or
So what I think is, since this is literally this is legit just 13 episodes, and they're already getting into like godlike powers. I can definitely see this show going from like the human realm. They're just gonna take it to the god realm, right? Like it's just gonna. I feel like this show is gonna get to a point where it's just gonna be a bunch of gods and demons fighting. The humans are just gonna be left out of the whole of the picture entirely. There's not gonna be those human fights anymore. The way that this show is progressing.
yeah, and I feel like they covered at least like 100 chapters, and them 13, and them 13 episodes, they covered way too much. And I was reading the webtoon because in Korea, the webtoons, Japanese, the manga, whatever, and this is a Korean-based show. And I was reading the webtoon. I read the first 3 episodes of the webtoon, and you find out so much that they skipped. You're like, dang, they just skipped everything. Like
Interesting,
it, the show pacing is so terrible.
right?
Like it is horrible.
So I think it's because they were trying to fit so much in a 13 episode. Like I think I'm not sure why they didn't decide to make the episodes longer or even like spread it out to more episodes. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe But that's the thing. Yeah, you're right. Because it's a Crunchyroll show, right?
They own the platform.
Right. Doesn't Crunchyroll, right? They own the platform. It's not like they're limited. Like, you own the platform, guy.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to make it 20 Black Clover having 50.
From how successful this first season is, they should know that they could spread it out and people will watch it.
Right.
So
they did a bunch of action porn for like the first 13 episodes. That last episode was legit. Like, let's just throw all the action scenes at them, baby.
Yeah,
like, let's do whatever we
the
can.
studio was flexing there. The animation studio was flexing. Like, look at all the cool fight scenes we can animate here.
And then the problem is, I wasn't even amazed. I was like, sure, this is nice, but what the heck am I watching at this point? Like, what am I watching? We get it. You can put I figured out you guys could put together a great fight scene in the first episode.
Yeah.
Tell me the story. What am I watching here? So
take your talents back to One Punch Man.
right.
Yeah. But like, you got to give it to the animation though. That first initial fight between the Fox, the key guy, and Jin Mori though, that was nice. And then it kind of got a little weird when they had to do their little friendship tag team. You know?
Yeah.
That was the thing of remember
like, it just like switched up.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
That was a totally different theme. Like the music changed, and it was like lolly 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 lolly. Like, it was like, what am I watching?
I was confused. Like Park Mujin and the rest, like they didn't seem that far away. That like the one chick has a dragon. They can't fly over there to help.
Right.
Out, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they were just watching from a distance. So.
Right.
So
So one part that did really confuse me was the progenitor, the human race, that one chick, the final member of the Six. I absolutely have no clue what she's about.
Oh,
she was the most confusing part of this whole episode, I think.
They didn't even really do a good job of explaining who she was.
Yeah, the way the episode ended, I was kind of more confused. I the first half of the episode, I was like, okay, maybe I'm kind of understanding. You know, Jin Mori has this godlike power. That's why he's so strong. You know, they kind of had the little flashbacks with him too. So you're like, okay. And then the fight, and then out of nowhere, the scene with the Six. Talking about, oh, you shouldn't have saved me and stuff like that. So I was kind of confused on why they just jumped from this crazy fight that just happened to the Six, and it left me more confused. Like they just had like very short dialogue that didn't explain too much, other than like a relationship between the Six.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. We still don't know who the Six really are. They're showing people from the Six. I don't know why I should care about them still. So
it seems like that Jason guy is going to be alive now. Him and his grandfather, or and his grandson. Because
the grandfather's alive?
Yeah, because Jin Mori's wish was heal
I
all people.
I thought he couldn't kill any. I thought the limit was if you already did. So was the grandfather not dead?
I thought he was smiling.
Oh, that's who that was? That was him? Bro, the show moved so fast, I forget who the people. Yeah. I was like, what the heck? Who is this guy?
So, I mean, if he's dead, he's dead. But I think he's alive.
Okay. No, he might be alive then. I'm sorry. So, yeah, apparently everything's about to change.
He might be alive now, too.
Who?
His grandson.
Was that the grandson at the end? Who was that at the end that shook the hand with the people when they said things are about to change? Who was that?
Oh, I have no idea. I thought that was the prime minister.
Okay, maybe it is. I'm missing stuff. The show's moving so fast. I was missing stuff. I was missing all types.
That scene was confusing too. So the leader of Nox is a public figure.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you're right. There you go. Yeah, I guess the leader of Nox is a dirty politician.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. That was interesting to find out. Just how is he even in politics? Do people not see him?
Yeah,
launching demons and God, the Buddha from the sky.
Like he's kind of like the Superman, just because he puts on glasses, nobody knows him.
Right.
Right.
If
They must know that it's him.
If President Trump was walking around with a cape and big gloves on, summoning, like, come on, like, we're not about to let that fly. This guy is, that's not believable, but
Yeah.
it's a cartoon, so I guess he can get away with it.
So I guess there's a political struggle. Park Moojin is trying to take the government, and so is Knox. You know, it's interesting that they're trying to take over the government. You know, it seems like they're beyond the government. Like they're dealing with gods here. Like, what does the government have anything to do? Political office shouldn't matter here.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing I was getting at. I think the amount of power that they're using, they should be able to take over the world the way they're killing stuff. Like,
yeah.
But whatever. Yeah. So that's all I really got to say about that episode.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking some more about this show, like how it's called God of High School, but that tournament's already over. I feel like there's going to be another tournament called God of High. Maybe it's not God of High School, but there's got to be a tournament among the gods. If they get to a point where there's a bunch of gods fighting, that would be dope. Because really, it can't go, well, it has to go somewhere from here.
The title is very misleading because it says God of High School, then the lady pops up and says, oh, God of High School fulfilled its purpose.
Yeah.
And 13 episodes, that was it. 13, God of High School fulfilled its purpose, and all it did was heal.
That tournament showed, I guess, you know, Jin Mori becoming God. So I guess
all it did was heal. But at the end of the day, that big tournament was to get a big wish, and the wish at the end of the day was to heal a few limbs that was broken up. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
It's a waste.
Right.
We get it. We found the key. The key spread it around, sure, but I don't know. The title is terrible, I guess. Maybe, bro, I don't know. I don't think the anime just did the show justice at all.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Now that you brought up the key, also, it's just like, what happened to the key? You know, there was such importance on it. Oh yeah, we need to awaken the key and this and that. And now, where is it?
They said that it got scattered.
Yeah, Ippio is now the protector, but I guess you gotta find it to protect it now. So
yeah. I guess the nine-tailed fox is supposed to protect that key.
Right, but he doesn't even seem strong.
Right, he's gonna get stronger.
So. Yeah, he gonna have to work on his skills. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess there's gonna be like a side mission to go collect all the pieces, but that might cause some conflict. You know, if somebody shows up with a piece of the key, technically they have some god-killing power, or a piece of the god-killing power.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that could be something. Because Knox was looking for the key, and Park Moojin was looking for the key. So what? They're just gonna go on standby while Ippio goes and looks for the pieces of the key. I guess. You know, they gotta all go look for the key at this point.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna change the direction for the. Bro, I don't know where they're gonna go with this next season. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But you know, hopefully they'll change the pacing. I guess maybe fill in some gaps with some flashbacks.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. So I'll watch it.
Yeah, it'd be crazy if they kept up the same pace. So.
Yeah, I agree too. I mean, I don't know, man. The animation's definitely there for me. You know. So that's gonna keep me hooked because I feel like we don't have any or that great animation show available right now. But yeah, I think I would continue watching also.
Well, I guess we can take back the our comments on how the one maid took the most L's. If she gets back the grandfather, the son, and she gets healed up, so. a few of her big L's there get canceled out.
Yeah, she survived, I guess. She's doing all right. Everyone's back to normal.
Yeah. Also, wait, another thing I was confused. So both of those girls that Ippio was friends with, they both got completely healed, right? But wasn't the wit? Oh, they both didn't.
No, only the one that got healed. I mean, only one that got injured during the.
Oh, okay.
Got a hospital situation.
Got it. Because it kind of looked like they both got healed, which.
Yeah, I thought everybody got healed.
But yeah, if it was just one, it makes sense. So. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna read up on some of the webtoons. Jose, what'd you think? You said the first three.
Yeah, the first three chapters they're pretty good too, and they're pretty short. There's an app. I didn't even know there was an app for this. The app is literally called Webtoon, and it's free. And you just type in "God of High School" and you just start reading, I guess. So yeah, pretty dope. Looks like the Koreans are stepping in the anime scene. Probably they already have, and we just didn't know. So I don't know. But yeah.
They color their stuff too.
Yep. Yeah, it's colored. Yep.
Yeah.
Not black and white. So.
Yeah.
So there you have it, folks. Initial reaction.
Yep.
God of High School. Chopped anime.
Peace.
Like, comment, and subscribe.